Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Thank you for being patient. I don't know how I got so far behind. I don't know. Well, little bit of holiday stuff, but I've got a lot going on for the holidays. Oh, so sorry about that. Anyway, um, you know how this works. You've done this before. I just like to remind everybody, if it doesn't make any sense right now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, remember it later. What's wrong with my hair? Just somebody else will validate it for you and they'll go, oh, I know what they're talking about. So, also, I returned the second amount of money that you sent. I refunded it back to you because I just don't work that way. If he wants either one or whoever's going to talk wants to talk longer, I allow them to. Normally about 15 minutes, and they've got the message out that they want to tell you, and they're ready to pop out of here and go do something else. So it's up to them. But to me, if I was to do it that way, with you thinking I'm going to extend it, I feel like I'm taking advantage of people. I'd do this for free if it didn't bring on a whole bunch of people that just hear the word free, and then I would really be swamped. So I have to charge a little bit. Besides, I've got to have money for Pepsi. So anyway, just wanted to let you know that if you don't get it, they've messed up my PayPal account. I don't know what they're. Anyway, I don't want to spend my time talking about that. Just make sure you get it. And oh, there's a cat ball right there. It's like, ugh, I've got one that I'm getting ready to throw away because it's kind of petering out. Like this. I tell everybody, get one. They cost like $4. And they'll sit there and not do a damn thing. And then if your loved one's energy gets close enough, I've asked my Bob to do it, who works with me from the other side. He says, I'm not a circus animal. I'm not going to perform for you, Rhonda. And I go, dude, sorry. So there's one right there. It's been very active the last couple of days, but it's been for me and it never works. It works when I go to a haunted house. I hate calling that. But it doesn't work in my home for me. All of a sudden, it's been being quite active. So watch for that because I don't always see it. I want to make a video and go back and look at something and go, oh, wait a minute, the cat ball was going off. Nobody said anything, and I didn't know it was going off. I don't know why I wouldn't see it sitting here right here. I should be able to see that damn thing. It's bright. Okay, so when I first got ready to do this, and I already posted this song on my Facebook page, I started hearing My Give a Damn's Busted by Jody Messina. So go listen to that song. There's a message in there for you, and it's from Joe. He says your give a damn needs to be busted. I didn't do it. He also asked me to light up my candle. Favorite candles. My last one. Look, it's on fire. So, and then I also asked him, have these cards, I call them my release cards. It's something you need to release, like go up, do. And I shuffle until he tells me to stop. So Joe picked surrender obsessive thinking. If you're if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. That honestly works more than you know. More than you know. Talk to him. Ask if Joe was good at, like helping you solve problems like that. Ask him to help you. Just sit down and talk to him. He can hear you. I promise you 1,000%. He can hear you. He can see you. So, or if your granddad if he was better at listening to you, or both of them. any of them, any of your departed loved ones. Ask your guides and angels. Just sit down and, you know what I asked for? I'm not going to go through my whole list of who my team is, but it goes from God to uh, my mentor who's been lighting the ball up, and Bob, all the way down the list. There's archangels, guides, Archangel Michael, just everybody. That's my team. I have a very large team. Just say, my give a damn needs to be busted. I need to quit obsessing over this. And I would like your help. Invite them to help you. They cannot override your free will choice. Joe's beating his fist on the table. I'm not sure why. Like he wants you to, he says he wants you to get it through your head. Whatever you're obsessing about, I don't have any room to talk because I've been obsessing about something for months. I hate having to say this to somebody else because I can't do it. The more I obsess over it, the more it draws that same type of energy to me. It's like a magnet. It's a law of attraction. It's just like a magnet. But if you do the happy go lucky, I love myself energy, that gets drawn to you like a magnet. Does that make sense? Okay, so I don't know what thing he's talking about, and it's none of my business. But and I'm not saying you do this. Please don't take it that way. If you hang around with people that live on the street and do drugs, and blah, blah, you're going to attract that type of energy, those types of people, and that's where you'll stay. If you hang around people that are very loving, have a full-time job, blah, 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 or, any scenario you can think of. Just look at the people around you. Look how they attract the people that are doing the same thing as them. It's like my little group here in town. It's, we all have, decent home. We all have side-by-sides. We all have money in our pocket. We're kind of all on the same level. Hope that makes sense because I'm not sure who or what he's talking about. It could be about a job. It could be about work. It could be about family. Well, I have no clue what you look like. Why does he say your hair looks funny? And he's giggling. He's giggling kind of like I was. Why does he say your hair looks funny? Does he not like the way it's cut? Did you cut it yourself? What? No. He's giggling. He's making me giggle. So they, and I'm including they because I can feel your grandpa's energy, but I don't know that he's really actually the one talking. I think it's just Joe right now. They want you to know. Ask the whole group, and the best one that to handle that knows how to handle it the best for you is going to be the one that will step forward and do it. It doesn't have to be just Joe or Grandpa. If that makes sense. Just throw it out there and let whoever, but you have to give them permission. You can't override your free will choice. Did I already say that? I don't know. So he says, how you been? I've been a little worried about you. He says, I think you worry too much. So he's worried about you, worried about everything else too much. He says, everything will be okay. Keep fiddling with my sage. I don't know why. I don't know if he wants you to sage. Tell you, it makes me feel cleaner if I just burn a little sage. Let me get my flamethrower out here. Oh, flamethrower. I call it. Did at the beginning of the reading. Okay, so he's he's hoping you will put a bigger smile on your face, a better smile on your face. I'm still hanging around. You sometimes hear things in your house, like well, I always want him to give me some kind of indication of what kind of noise to listen for. It's just more like something or somebody moving around. And if they do it like in the middle of the night and it scares you, tell them knock it off. Tell them come back in the daytime. Or if they scare you and you don't want it, tell them to knock it off. They don't always, because some of them are pretty ornery. And some of them think it's really cute. Um, he's he says, "You're too pretty for your own shoes." Why is he calling you pretty? And he has a big smile on his face. And he's showing me like, did you just step in gum the other day or something pretty sticky? You kind of lifted up your shoe and looked at the bottom of it. That's what he's showing me you're doing. And if you haven't, you're going to. He says, "How long do you want your hair to be?" I guess he's kind of obsessed with your hair right now. Are you bald? Maybe he's teasing you. I don't know. Maybe you kind of just let your hair grow a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, he's telling you not to be a wallflower. You know, usually wallflowers are like back in the day when we went to school dances and everybody stood along the wall and hoping that some little boy from across the room would come over and ask us to dance. I'm not sure why he's calling you a wallflower unless you're going to a dance or you're waiting or you're maybe not physically but mentally. I don't know why I say mentally. That sounds not right. Got yourself glued to with your back to the wall because you're too afraid to go across the room and ask some girl out, some person out. Not sure where he's going with that. So he's holding up a candy cane. I don't know if maybe you put something on the tree with a candy cane. Maybe his picture stuck to a candy cane, or maybe you guys liked candy canes. Maybe you always had candy canes at Christmas. They don't always explain everything. Okay, he's talking about a certain shirt that you have. A shirt. To me, it looks, sometimes they show me exact, sometimes they don't. It's all up to him. What he's showing me is a nice kind of a dress shirt. Looks like pale blue with the collar, of course. Very nicely pressed. You have one of his shirts? I'm sending me a message about the Chiefs. Um, my team, Kansas City Chiefs. So usually anything that happens during a message, during a reading, is meant for you. Are you a Chiefs fan? I don't even know where you live. Have no clue. Um, so they're going to be a hard team to beat, but I'm sure there's a bigger joke behind it when I get to read the actual message because we're always messing with each other. So Okay, stop playing that in my head. That's my song. So, I'm sorry, I got something bleeding through. Quit. Hang on. Let me get my team under control. If that's possible. Oh, if you see something going across here, I'll just lit a little bit of sage, so don't worry about it. Joe is talking like you need some. Sorry, I thought somebody was here, which means the dogs would bark very much. That you need some alone time. You need some time to sit and chill. You need some time to think. You need some time alone. You need some time to rest. If you don't rest and you don't regroup your body and your brain, then it's hard for you to be of service to the people around you because you're wore out, you're depleted. If you get yourself depleted, you don't have anything left to give them. And it's not really all about them because it should be about you first. That sounds selfish, but it's not. Because, like, again, if you're depleted, you can't do much for other people. And then they worry about you. So he wants you to get some actual shut the door. I don't know if you have kids around you or a spouse or friends or whatever, and just nobody. And just breathe. Just close your eyes. Just chill out. He says the best stress reliever in the world. And if you like to drink beer or something, grab you one. Chill out with a beer. All by yourself. If that's what you want to do. Feel like you need to do. Nothing wrong with it. See if we can get Grandpa to talk. He's been hanging out. He said he thinks Joe's doing a pretty good job. He just he wasn't going to butt in. Okay, so something that I had written earlier, my eyes were drawn to defeated cruelty. Good grief, my teeth don't work. Cruelty. Cruelty. You defeated some kind of cruelty. Even if it's, or you need to defeat some kind of cruelty, even if it's the way you talk to yourself. We can be pretty cruel. What the hell's wrong with my teeth? To ourselves. We can beat ourselves up more than anybody else could ever think of. You either defeated something along that line or you need to defeat something along that line. And they're both cheering for you. They're cheering for you. He says, Grandpa says, ask for divine guidance. Ask for divine guidance. And that could have something to do with that obsessive thinking. Are you obsessively thinking bad thoughts about yourself? Again, my eyes are pulled to the candle, my last F. Oh, look, it's on fire. That's my favorite candle, but I haven't even messed with that for a while, but it just keeps popping up. Of course, I'm kind of in that area too, where I give a damn's busted. Ta-da. I say ta-da, and my phone does ta-da at the same time. So that's a double validation there. Grandpa says when he's around, he smells. I don't know that it's cigarette smoke. Would it be more like a wood burning in the house, campfire type smoke? Anyway, a type of smoke. When he comes, he says when he comes flying through. He's shown himself with a cane. Did he walk with a cane right before he passed? He says, "Look at me go now," and he's jumping around. He's jumping around like crazy. Look at me go now. You'd be so proud of me. I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. He's giving you an A. He's giving you an A in something. She'd tell me a little bit more, so a few more details would make me happier. Um, he's talking about you whipping on yourself. Quit that self beating. I did it to myself for years. Go to the mirror, look into your eyes. When we shave or wash our face or brush our teeth, we don't actually look at ourselves in the mirror. We kind of look at ourselves. Oh, is my hair okay? Did I get everything out of my teeth? Look in your eyes. One of the things I had to do several years ago when I first started this work, I had to do a lot of cleansing. I had to pull out a whole lot of crap that had stuck to me since I was a kid. One exercise was get a piece of paper and pen, go to a mirror, and stand there and look at yourself. I don't remember. It seems like it was 15 minutes. It seemed like forever. And look into your eyes and write down. Can't be just bad things. Has to be good things. Good and bad things. Write those things down about yourself. I think you're supposed to write both. Anyway, and every time you walk past a mirror, us girls, we go, "Oh, is my hair crooked?" Instead, look into your eyes and go, "I love you. I love you." Until you actually fully 1,000% love yourself. And it's not in an egotistical way. It's in a good, healthy, you're a good person. You can feel you're a good person. It's a good person way. It's okay. Grandpa's saying it's not for other people to say I love you and validate you, because that will always be an empty hole in your heart. You could have 100 people come up and say, "I love you," but that hole will still be there until you totally 1,000% love yourself. When you can walk by that mirror and honestly say, "I love you. You're handsome." You can be the ugliest person in the world as long as you think you're handsome. As long as you love yourself, that fills that hole up. Believe me, I did this. I know it works. And I had a woo woo lady that would pull a lot of the bad crap that I'd had from childhood out of me, too. There was a lot. Everybody has a lot. It's hard here on earth. So, Grandpa wants you to 1,000% love yourself. And then everything else, all the other love that comes in, it just makes it bigger and better. It accompanies it. It'll never. I tried to explain this to somebody the other day. She's got to learn to love herself. She's looking for all the wrong guys to fill that hole, and it can't happen. It won't work. You'll just fill that hole with assholes because you're desperate to have that hole in your heart filled. Fill it yourself, but not in a snotty little ego way. Grandpa loves you. Anyway, we're back to the smoky smell again, which he already gave us. I was asking Joe what his little calling cards or signs are, but he's not answering me on that subject. We'll see if he says something before we get done, because we're about done. So anyway, Make sure the money gets back to you because, like I said, I've had trouble with that site lately. I don't know. They're making it extremely hard for me to see who's paid, who hasn't paid, and where the money's going. I don't know what they did to that site, but I really don't like it. And I don't want to cheat anybody. I'm here to be of service to others, not cheat them. Okay, my dear. What do you got, Grandpa? He's making it bigger so I can see it. It looks like a croquet mallet. If it's not a croquet mallet, it's something similar to a croquet mallet. I doubt if he played polo. And he's standing on the ground. He's not on a horse. Did you guys used to play croquet? Boy, we did back in the day. I saw two young boys playing that the other day down by the river. And I went up to him. I said, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen anybody play this in years. You guys look like you're having a blast. This is great. You're not on an electronic device. You're out in the open air and you're having a blast." So anyway, I don't. Grandpa might just be trying to acknowledge that, or maybe he wants you to go out with your family and play a little croquet. I don't know where you live, but it's too cold here right now. I don't think I want to go outside and play croquet. Maybe he means in the spring. I don't think there's any such thing as playing it inside. I love these guys on the other side. They're so great. Grandpa, no, light that ball up. Silly, silly, silly. And this chime up here, and when I'm in the camper in the summer, it's gotten to where it starts moving. Um, it's going to be pretty hard for it to move the way I have it up there, but might have to change that somehow. It never hurts to watch stuff around me. I thought I saw. Wait a minute. No, I have an evil eye thing by the window because I had some evil eyes, bad energy coming in the window a while back. So that's an evil eye thing. I thought it was moving, but nope, no such luck. So, okay, we're gonna think they're ready to go. Okay, who's doing that? Joe? He's holding. I'm gonna have to get a little bell, and it doesn't have to be exact. I have a great big bell, but it's over there somewhere. Yes, I will get it out. I haven't done that in a long, long time. He's showing a little bell. It doesn't have to be a little bell. It could be a huge bell. Could be a little teeny tiny bell. It's Christmas time. You're going to hear bells anyway. I don't know if it's going to be a bell ringer. Something about hearing this little bell, like somebody's ringing this bell. Maybe it's like the Salvation Army bucket people, which every year I say I'm going to do that, and I don't, so I can give back. Um, More than likely you will hear it, like not when you're out where there's a lot of Christmas stuff, because I don't know how that will work as far as being a sign. There's going to be little bells everywhere. Maybe if you like walk into the store and there is a bell ringer there. At least we still do it here. I don't know if people still do it other places or not. Maybe pay attention. What's that person's name? Do they look like Grandpa or Joe? Or is there something right around that immediate right there that reminds you of Grandpa or Joe? If that's the case, I think they'll find several different, very funny ways to do the bell thing. So know that they're both beside you holding your hand, whether you know it or not. Okay, with that, they're going to go They say they do not hang out together, but they meet every so often when they come into your thoughts, when they kind of get pulled into your energy. Many, many, many happy holidays. And they're both saying they want you to relax. They want you to enjoy it. They want you to feel fulfilled. Holidays are not supposed to be sad. It's supposed to uplift you. Be you. And we'll be hanging around watching you. They both truly want. Oh, I can't. You don't know why I can't. I can't do the heart with my hands. I don't know why I'm such a dum dum. That don't look like a. Does that look like a? That doesn't look like a heart. Joe's doing that. He does it a hell of a lot better than I do. He's sending you love. That they're gonna leave. Okay. Okay. Just think about what they're telling you. They know they can see things on the other side that can see on such a different level than we do. So they know what's best, what we need, what we don't. Believe me, they're bitching at me all the time because I do things they don't want me to do. I do them anyway. It's my free will choice. And then I fall flat on my face and then I go, help me. Evidently, there's something in that, and maybe you do too. All right, much love to you, my dear. Thank you so much for being patient. I don't know how in the hell I got so far behind. So I'm busy trying to catch up. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Hope you have a great holiday.